Welcome to Walt's Tech World. Follow me. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Walt's Tech World, and today is going to be an unscripted video. And so we're just going to move right along. Last week I purchased a Bambu Labs H2D with my own money. It was actually a gift from my wife. She says this is my Christmas gift, my birthday gift, Easter gift, you name it. So it's an expensive machine. It's like $2,000, but it's like the Apple brand of printers. It's really amazing. Previously, I had a H2D Max printer, which was a great big printer like this, but it only did one spool at a time, one color. And although it was great, it wasn't Bambu Lab quality. So today I'm just going to go over what I made with the first week with my Bambu printer, and I pretty much had this thing running nonstop. You see a little Spider-Man item in there right now that I made for my grandson. I've yet to take the trees off of that, the supports, and we'll go ahead and maybe I'll show you that at the end of that. But one of the first things that I made, of course, was your simple things like this. So this is the first thing I printed, which is on the screen itself, which is just a kind of like a benchy, just so you could use two colors. This is like a little panda, and that's the very first thing that I made. And then I decided, you know what? I love the idea of having the AMS and having more than one colors, which I had for so many years. So it'd be great to have two AMSs. So I purchased two of these, and I had a limited space, as you can see here. And like, what in the world am I going to do with this second AMS, where to put it? And so I actually printed this stand. And this stand right here it's great. I mean, it perfectly fits my AMS Pro 2. I've had no issues with it. It's sturdy. It allows for space underneath the bench right there, so I can, put some items under there if I wanted to. So I love that. That's great. So moving along, let's look at some of the things I printed this week. Again, this is kind of quick, unscripted, so you're getting what you get here. So let's look at some of the things I printed. We'll kind of go one by one. One of the first things I printed was these boxes. And these things are like store-bought quality. I mean, just look at the lettering on that. This is two colors, and it's just amazing. If you open it up, it printed the inside here. There's a place for all your tools. I have it bounced around a little bit there. But it's amazing. It's almost like flawless. And I liked it so much that I printed it not once, not twice, but 3 times. And all these have different items in, from hot ends to accessories for my printer. The next thing I printed was I was trying to practice with the two colors, because I never had a printer that had printed 2 colors. Of course, you can print up to 24 colors with the H2D because it has a dual hot end on it, which helps also to eliminate waste. While we're thinking about that, let me show you something. So if we look back here, this is not exactly a fancy, what you call poop shoot, but I've been having this thing run 24/7, and this last print probably had the most waste because it was 3 items. If you have just 2 things running, like 2 colors, this dual hot end here, you have like 0 waste. But in this case, I had Spider-Man with 3 colors, so I actually had some waste this time. But otherwise, you're saving a ton of money by not wasting all this filament right here. So back to where I was at. So again, I was kind of experimenting. And then I wanted to see if I could go really small, if the detail would still be good. So I printed this axolotl, I think, yeah, that's what it's called. And again, it turned out great. So once I saw that the quality was really nice, I thought I'm going to start having some fun with this thing and printing some things that I like to print. So what's funner than, making a bust of yourself? My wife had some jokes about this, but I just went to Maker's Lab, I think, on Maker's World, and you can upload a scan of yourself and print a bust of yourself, and that's what I did, and I had fun with that. And then, because, I like to print functional things, like this, but, I also like to have fun. And so I'm a big, comic book guy. Wolverine's one of my favorite characters ever. So one of the last things I just printed is this Wolverine mask. And you can wear it. I'll try to show you a picture of me wearing it here in this video somewhere along the line. But it's held on by magnets. It prints in about 3 pieces. This is a piece here, and this is a piece, and this is a piece, and the nose is a piece. And these little mask things are also pieces that you can print. And that's optional if you want to print these. And these eyes were also printed. But it assembles really easy. It takes just under 2 days to print. But I printed this, and I'm kind of a nerd, so I loved it. It was pretty cool. And then, same along the lines of the kind of superheroes, I'm kind of into those. I printed this Batman, which again, just these Bambu Lab printers, I tell you, they do such great quality. Just the detail, and it's printed, flawlessly. And again, it's 2 colors, which I was never able to do that before, so I was excited about that. And yes, I'm a little kid. So this item right here is a sword, and it's collapsible. And I'm a Steelers fan. Sorry about those who aren't Steelers fans and might hold that against me, but I'm 2nd generation born and raised. So I printed this, and there's like 115,000 downloads on Maker's World. And all these things that I'm showing you today, you check this description, there'll be links to those showing those, so if you want to print those yourself. So I printed this collapsible sword, and I added the name here, Renegade, and you can do that very easily in Bambu Studio. I changed the color of these laces here to yellow to match the Steelers. I don't know if I can do this or not, but let's try this with one hand, because my gimbal is actually having some issues, so I'm kind of just holding this in my hand here, this phone, and doing the best I can. But this here is a sword, you just like that, and it just comes right out, and it's super cool. Like I said, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to stuff like this, but I love that functionality and that fun stuff. And then so I decided to print some more functional type things. And so this next item that you're about to see is one of the more functional things that I use every day. So we'll pause just for a second here as I show you the next part of this video. So one of my favorite ever prints is this simple shelf that I made for my bathroom. I had a lot of issues with all this stuff just scattered all around my sink. And I decided to do something about it, and I designed this myself, and that's one of the things that makes it one of my favorite, but it's so practical. It keeps all of my medication here. It keeps all of the things for my teeth and fresh breath, everything there. And what I like best about it, I designed it a little bit here. It says bathroom, which is just to give it a little bit of designer touch. But what I like most about it is when I clean, I'd have to take all this and I'd move it to here, or I'd move it to there. And now it's just a simple, when I'm ready to clean, I put these holes in the side and I just pick it up, set it down on the floor, and then I can do my cleaning. And when I'm done, I can pick it up and put it back. Everything looks nice and neat and just looks a whole lot better. And again, you can check the description if you'd like to download this for yourself. This will be on Maker's World. And I'm really proud of this because it's something I made up myself. Hey, welcome back. So again, I really enjoyed making that and designing that shelf myself. And like I said, I use it every day, and it's very functional. And again, if you would like to download that, that's in the description also, and it's coming really handy. But my daughter saw that, and she was like, wow, Dad, I would love for you to do something like that for me. And like, hey, go to Maker's World. There's a lot of different things there. And she likes the bougie stuff a little bit. And she sent me a couple files of a makeup organizer, which is really functional and really cool. And she loved it. And I'll show you the video of that. And I was at her house because she has it. So I had to go over there to show you the video of that. And her husband also thought it was pretty cool. And he liked, my bathroom organizer shelf. So I decided to go ahead and make something for him also that matches. So the second shelf that you will see in this video is the one that I made for him. So I'll show you that video, and again, I hope you enjoy those. And once again, not sound like a broken record, but check the description and you can find those items if you want to download those items yourself. And I'll be right back. So I made this makeup organizer for my daughter. It has a cup for the brushes, and that is removable. It also has plenty of space for her makeup with extra space. And there's a little secret, there's even a twist open and you can even put more items down below. And she absolutely loves this. It helps clean up her sink, and she liked it so much that we made one for her husband. So this is two-tone color, and it also has some removable compartments, so you can take that out if you wanted to remove it and put stuff in the side there. It also has a nice area here, and it has a drainage thing for water, so water can come out there if you put something wet in there. And it's just a nice 3D print, and so here are the two together. Hey, welcome back. So the last thing I'm going to show you is really small, but it's again one of those handy functional things. It's one of the first things that I printed is these scrapers, and they come with these, it comes in two pieces, and these actually come off. So once these plastic blades get dull, they just pop right off, and I printed some extra blades, so when that happens, I can do that. And the fun thing about this is, you know, you can print your favorite colors if you want. In this case, I just used what I had in the AMS, which was purple and yellow, and here we have kind of a bluish purple yellow, and that's come in handy a couple times. I will say that I've not had hardly any issue with taking things off the build plate, and I'll give you an example with that. So this is H2D, and this is the Spider-Man that I printed. And normally what I've been doing is I can just take it out like this and just give it a little bend, and it pops right off. So it's not been that difficult at all to remove stuff, but when I have small things that I want to, you know, scrape off, I'll just use this to, you know, scrape it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the build plate and take the trees off of the sports, and I'll kind of show you what this looks like, which I made for my grandson. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So that took just about 2.5, 3 minutes to remove the supports. Not difficult at all. And this is, I think, is the Morales version of Spider-Man. It's kind of it's called the Urban Spider-Man, I think, on Maker World. So I missed a couple spots up there. There, I got those. And it's pretty cool. He's just, it's for my grandson. He's just a little guy. And I made a nice little touch on the back here. We call him Beck as a nickname, so I kind of just added that to his back of his jacket. But it's a cool little print. He's a Spider-Man fan, so hopefully he likes that. So that's my experience so far with the first week. Like I said, I've been printing 24/7 on this machine since I got it. I've had just a couple fails, and mainly that was because of a user error. The only thing that I would say, as far as like if you want to go into a lot of depth on that machine, the H2D, there's a ton of videos. It's over a year old, and so if you want to get another link or go to another video to learn more about this printer, you certainly can. But my purpose today was just to show you the cool things that you can print with this machine, and some of the functional things that can make your life a whole lot easier. So hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it was just a quick video, and I hope that you like it. And stay tuned. My next video is going to be kind of an interesting one. I asked a Gemini AI to find 5 items off Amazon that are highly rated, that are tech items, and for me to review that are all under $30. So that's going to be my next video, and I'm going to go through the testing process this week, and then I'll try to get that up so you guys can see that. So hey, do me a favor. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is all me just having some fun and trying to help some people enjoy some of my hobbies and passions. So take care. God bless. Like and subscribe. Help me out. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good evening.